The Zoom. Hi, good morning, everybody. Good morning. And the people in the virtual world, hi, good morning. 𝐶𝐬 here. For those of you who do not know me, my name is 𝐶𝐬. And who here in the crowd in the magic room here, as well as those people in the Zoom, who here wants to get massive value from this session? From a show of hands, say aye. Aye. And then for those of you in the Zoom, right, type in a 3, not a 1, type in a 3 if you want to get massive value from here. Okay? Now, I'm going to make this session interactive, right? Because when there's interaction, right, that's when you get participative and you get immersed and you get value rather than listening to me talk. Who agrees with this, with what I've just said? From a show of hands. Fantastic. Okay, now, today I'll be talking about my perspective of the Kangen business, 𝐷𝐿 business. So used to Kangen already. And I want to get everybody, get a few pieces of paper ready. I need you to write some notes, because to the questions that I'll be asking. Can you do that, everybody? Yes. For those of you in the Zoom, if you want to participate with me interactively, type in a 5. Type in a 5, okay? By the way, who of you, wait, don't go yet. Any of you here needs a pen? Anyone? Who here needs a pen? No one needs a pen. Everybody has a pen. Fantastic. Okay. So they'll be giving out to you at least 3 pages, 3 sheets of paper per person. And if you need a pen, just put your hands up. Okay, good. Now I would like to start off, and I would like you to also participate. Later on, I'll be I'll be putting you in the Zoom. I want you all to share your experience in. By the way, here, let me just check from the people in the room. Who here? You have already bought a 𝐷𝐿 device? Wow, almost everybody, except for the 2 ladies there. Who here you are new? You are new, you've never been to the Energic office. Who here, you have a right hand? Or one person don't have a right hand? Who here has a right hand? Okay, good. I just want to make sure that your hands work and you're responding to me, okay? Now, from a show of hands, okay? Who here, you're new in the business? From a show of hands, you're new. Okay, fantastic. Okay. Who here, you have never had any selling experience? No selling experience whatsoever. No selling experience. Fantastic. Who here knows how to ride a bicycle? Okay. Who here knows how to swim? If you don't have any selling experience, you can learn, right? Yes. And how do you learn? Let me ask you a question. How do you learn how to swim? Practice. Yes? Hi, coach. And how do you, okay, the next question is this. How do you learn how to ride a bicycle? Let's hear from you. Falling down. Anyone else? Check YouTube. Okay, fantastic. Actually, for those of you who have never done selling, okay, don't think that you cannot sell. Selling is the same as learning how to ride a bicycle. You have to fall. You have to fall. Okay? I remember when I first started to learn how to ride a bicycle, I had somebody to help me. But even then, I fell. I think the mark is still on my knees. All right? And then same thing, I remember the time when I first started how to swim. I was so excited because my parents never let me go with my brother to go to the river. I really hated it. All right? And then one day, I was in Singapore. My siblings was there. And I was praying that they would take me. They asked my mother said, no way. But one day, somehow, I managed to go with my brothers and my cousin. And so excited, when I got to the swimming pool, what do? Jump into the pool. The water was only this height, my chest level. But you know what happened to me? I went in there, I lost control. I turn and turn. I must have swallowed a lot of water, and I panicked. But that's how we learn how to sell. In fact, I believe many people up to today, right, still have this fear of selling. Let me ask all of you here, what is your definition of selling? Give it to me in less than 7 words. Those people in the Zoom call, can you type it into the chat box? What is your definition of selling in under 7 words? For those of you who already know, please don't spoil it. What is the definition of selling? Can I just volunteer you, Alex? Never thought about it. Your definition of selling in under 7 words.
Explaining the product and what it does best.
Fantastic. Okay, anyone else? Anyone else? What's your definition of selling? Yes?
Fair exchange of value in the product that you offer.
Wow, fair exchange of value in terms of product you have. Okay? We won't write this down. Anyone else? We take one more. How about those people in the Zoom? I'm going to give you my definition of selling, which I learned from my coach, my business coach, whom I paid lots of money, more than 100,000 ringgit. By the way, you would have known of this business coach of mine, 𝐁𝐮𝐬𝐢𝐧𝐞𝐿. He's world class, okay? And I want to sort of acknowledge him for contributing to my success in the Kangen business. Anyway, okay, his definition of selling is, and you may want to write this down, is communicating the value of your product. Communicating the value of your product. Communicating the value of product. Okay? For those people in the Zoom, write this down. Communicating the value of your product. How many of you like this definition from a show of hands? Let me just get into it very briefly. Communicating the value of your product. Communicate. What does communicate mean? Anyone? Sharing. Anyone else? Exchange of information. When you communicate the value of product, like example, let's say 𝐻𝐿 or Kangen, you communicate the value. Communicate. This communicating value, actually, I take 1 hour to do this training, but I'm giving it to you in 5 minutes. Because today I'm going to talk about 𝐻𝐿. And this is especially good for those people who don't like to sell. By the way, from a show of hands, everybody has a right hand, right? Who here you don't like to sell? Be frank about it. You don't like to sell. So it's like almost 80% of the room. And how about those people in the Zoom call? You don't like to sell? Love you. Love you too. That's my ex-girlfriend. She's flying off to Penang. All right? And, okay, where was I? Okay. Who don't like to sell? Those people in the Zoom. If you don't like to sell, type in the 5. You don't like to sell. Type in the 5. You don't like to sell. Just for the crowd to understand who don't like to sell. In fact, in the room here, more than half the people here don't like to sell. What would it mean to you if you change your mindset from not liking to sell? And Winnie, you are the one who asking me about doing this training, right? For those people who don't like to sell, and if you can change your mindset from not liking to sell to loving to sell, would that be adding more money into your pocket? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
And how about your team members? Your team members don't like to sell. if they can change the mindset to loving to sell, how would that? Would you like that?
Super.
I think I must do another session one day just on this topic. But this is a very, what they call, in a gist kind of thing. So I will save that for the next training. Alright? But honestly, right, if you can communicate the value of your Kangen machine or your 𝐷𝐸, if they can get to see the value, will you get a sale? Hello?
Yes.
All right? And in fact, I just want to say something. There's one guy in India by the name of 𝐷𝐸. He's the 001 of Kangen in India, right? 001, the number one guy, right? He was, see, before I went to India, right, I only knew 2 guys who live in India, and he was one of them. So I went to India, talked to him. At first, it was so expensive how to buy, how to sell. But later on, he came and brought a friend with him to see the product, and the friend says, this one can do. And because of that, he started doing the business. Anyway, 𝐷𝐸 says, this Kangen business, I don't have to do much talking. Just shut up and do the demo. How many of you agree with me on that? Just show the demo, okay? And basically, we have a mantra. No demo, no sale. Everybody put your finger up, including those people in the Zoom. Put your finger up. This mantra of Kangen and 𝐷𝐸. No demo, no sale. All right? Okay, now I'm going to get into 𝐷𝐸 right now. Get a piece of paper ready. Okay? How big is the 𝐷𝐸 business? How big is the 𝐷𝐸 business? Now, when you say how big, we have to do a comparison. Relative to what? Everything is relative, right? How big is the 𝐷𝐸 business relative to the Kangen business? How many times bigger? Can I ask the people in the Zoom, type in there, how many times bigger is the 𝐷𝐸 business compared to the Kangen business? I'm talking about you. I'm talking about for every one of you, right? For the Kangen machines that you sell, right? Compare the 𝐷𝐸 business and the Kangen business. Before that, which market is bigger? The 𝐷𝐸 business or the 𝐷𝐸 market or the Kangen market? For the people in the Zoom, can you just type into the chat whether it's 𝐷𝐸 or Kangen, which is a bigger market? 𝐷𝐸. So my question to you is, how many times bigger, as far as you're concerned, when you sell Kangen and 𝐷𝐸, how many more customers of yours will end up buying the 𝐷𝐸 compared to how many customers will be buying the Kangen? Can you just write it down? Write it down on your piece of paper. That's why you did the piece of paper, write down. How many times? Write down. How many times? Okay, clarity leads to power. Listen very carefully. My question is not how many times is the 𝐷𝐸 market bigger than the Kangen market. How many times more customers can you get for 𝐷𝐸 as compared to your Kangen customers? How many times more 𝐷𝐸 customers can you get for 𝐷𝐸 as compared to your Kangen customers? Write it down. Okay, have you done that? I want to be very clear on this. Listen to my question one more time. How many times bigger is your number of 𝐷𝐸 customers compared to your number of Kangen customers? Everybody got it written down? Can we hear from the Zoom? Can you just type in how many times? And can we hear it from the floor here? Can we hear from you, people? Anthony?
10 times.
10 times. 10 times more buyers.
Yes.
More buyers, 10 times more buyers.
Yes.
Alex?
Kangen one, 𝐷𝐸 will be 10 times.
10 times. Number of buyers. You're talking about number of buyers. How about Eunice? 20 more times, gosh. Cindy and Tung. Cindy first. Oh, wow.
Wow.
How about Tung? 30 times. All right, Winnie. Let me ask the veterans, Winnie, how many times more buyers for 𝐿𝐸 compared to 10 times? Rachel?
5 times.
5 times. How about Yvonne?
Easily 10 times.
Easily 10 times. And Egbert? 10. Okay. All right, now I'm going to turn it back to
What about
me.
you?
For me, I didn't want to influence you. I wanted to hear from you guys. Right? Because sometimes when I say it may affect you. But now that you all have expressed, Gary, I forgot, Gary, how many times more buyers for 𝐸𝐸 as compared to
We have 10 times.
10 times, okay? Number of buyers. I'll go with you, 10 times. In my opinion. 10 times. I think 10 times. 5 to 10 times. Let's say 5 to 10 times. Simon, how many times more 𝐸𝐸 customers will you be getting compared to Kangen?
Customers, not number of machines, right?
No number of machines. 5 times. Okay, good. So it's like, I think the minimum was like 5 times here, right, today? Okay? And how about those people in the Zoom? Can you just type it in? Okay? My next question is this. Will your 𝐸𝐸 customers be buying just one 𝐸𝐸 device? Can you just say it out for the audience to hear? No. Okay. Then, okay, can I ask, on average, right, every 𝐸𝐸 customer will buy how many units?
2 to 3.
2 to 3.
3 to 5.
3 to 5. 3 to 5, Winnie. 2. Okay? So the people in the Zoom audience, can you please type in how many times the average number of 𝐸𝐸s will each 𝐸𝐸 customer buy? Okay? So just now, if you were to say, I like to be conservative, right, guys? In our 4 categories protocol, we always cut. So let's assume we take Simon's figure. The number of 𝐸𝐸, the size of the 𝐸𝐸's market compared to Kangen is, let's say, 5 times. Times 2. Number of units per customer, it works out to be 10, right? So now can you see how, can I know why is it 10? Why is it 5 times or 10 times? Why do you think it's 5 times or 10 times? I don't want to volunteer. Anyone? Okay, let's hear from
Because this product is a breakthrough in the technology. Everyone aware about radiation, but always we heard is like try to reduce the radiation, but this is to alleviate. This technology is really blowing the mind, and the market is so huge. We are the first launching, so we see the market potential is really crazy.
All right. Can we hear? Okay, let's hear from Winnie. Winnie, I'm going to pass the mic to you once again. Oops. Let's close a bit so that
Okay. So,
everybody can see.
regarding my from truth or false, if I was the customer, I will buy more than 3 because I want to protect my family. Yeah, I just as a customer how to see this product. Yeah.
No, but the question is this. Why do you say the size of the 𝐸𝐸 is 2 times?
10 times.
Why do you say it's 10 times more than 𝐸𝐸?
Why? I believe in energetic surgery.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Come over to Eunice.
Because we live in a digital world, we have no solution to this radiation. And now that we are the only company that distribute this solution to the entire market, and it's only one of a kind, that's why people will buy it.
No, the question is this. Why is it 10 times or 5 times more than 𝐸𝐸? Okay, never mind.
Okay.
Pass it to you.
Okay, my take is like Kangen only one house, one usage. But now, every home, everyone need 𝐸𝐸 to protect themselves and their family members. So every house is your potential partner now.
Thank you. Cindy, would you like to? Why, the question is really clearly, why do you think the market for 𝐸𝐸 5 years is how many times from you?
I put that 30 times.
30 times. Why do you think the size for 𝐸𝐸 5 years is 30 times than for the market size of Kangen 5 years?
There are a few reasons behind. Maybe because I'm from technical background, I know that this radiation is going to be a big thing. It's going to be a big concern to many, many families. And in Malaysia, if you talk about 32 millions of people, and then divide by, let's say, 4 average, there are 8 million homes there. So easily, there are 8 million homes that we can target. And we are the only one that supply this. That's my answer.
Okay, from my point of view, I look at it more from the fear point of view because I'm also a mother and a woman. Actually, 5 years ago, I bought the similar machine because of fear of what our children will develop when we grow up. So when I think about how big the market of 𝐷𝐿 is with the potential people like me who fear for their children and their health and their well-being, I think it's just unlimited. That's why I put a big number there.
Jerry, before you answer, right, I want you to get the question right.
Yes.
Right? Because clarity is power.
Yep.
My question is this. Why do you think, wait, how many times do you think there will be of 𝐷𝐿 buyers compared to the number of 𝐷𝐿 buyers?
20 times.
20 times.
20 to 1.
20
Yeah.
times. I'm not,
Yep.
okay. So the question was, why do you think that way? Why do you think they're just 20 times?
Number one, the product is affordable based on the value, and every household basically needs this. Okay, so the wider market, entry level is lower to come into the business, and it's so duplicatable. Okay, anybody can do it, like a 14-year-old kid can do this demo easily, okay?
40-year-old kid.
Yeah, it's so duplicatable and you can do it anywhere and everywhere. That's why. For me personally, I look at it as minimum 20 times.
Anyone else? Thank you. Sure. Okay. Yeah, me first.
I think more about 5 times because every family is more than one car. So if they put into the car, the family cannot be protected. So they need extra for the house also. Even for a double story also, one actually is not enough to cover the whole entire house, is not enough. At least 2 for one double story.
Okay. Thank you. Let's keep turn to Edward.
My personal opinion as to why 𝐷𝐿 has a bigger market, 5 times bigger than 𝐿 is because now the product fixes a problem. I believe that the problem that 𝐷𝐿 fixes, people are more aware of that problem. And because they're more aware of the problem, it's much more easier to show the value of this machine to fix that problem. That's what I think.
Thank you. Yvonne, would you like to share before that, share how many times do you think there are more 𝐷𝐿 buyers than 𝐿 buyers?
First, I think at least 10 times or more.
Why?
Because there's no competition. Okay. If compared to Kangen water, that's what I thought. And we can prove it. Okay. They can see it. And I think people are aware of radiation. It's just that there's no clue that how they can actually get rid of it. And this is the only available in the market that can help them to solve this problem.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Would you like to share, Lala? Okay. How about we hear from Simon? Simon, can you come closer to the...
Only clap. Okay. Okay, so my number is 5 times. 5 times more. Reason being, number one is it's very affordable, you know. So Kangen, you're talking about 14,000 to 19,000 ringgit for the K8. 𝐷𝐿, you're talking about 6,006. So number one is a very affordable product to have. That's why we can target a bigger range of market. Number two, for the people in the direct selling industry, I believe this is a killer product for a lot of the direct sellers. To come into this business, to have a product that is so compelling, so easy to show to people how it works on the spot, just by using a detector, I believe that will attract a lot of new direct sellers to come into this 𝐷𝐿 business. And number three, I think Jerry has mentioned this, the duplicability. It's so easy for me to own a detector today, and let's say tomorrow I meet Mr. Alex. Hey, Mr. Alex, you want to develop this? Mrs. Yeah, buy the detector, show it to your friend how the 𝐷𝐿 works. And that is a mere 5-minute job of teaching him how to turn it on, which setting to put it on. So I believe the duplication is tremendous in 𝐿𝐺𝐴𝐷. So for these reasons, minimum is 5 times the size. That is the minimum.
Thank you so much, Simon. Thank you. Okay, let me see. Would you like to hear why I think the market is, in my opinion, let's say it's 5 times bigger than the 𝐿𝐵𝐴𝐷. I think if it's 5 times bigger than 𝐿𝐵𝐴𝐷, I think it's really very astounding, right? Yeah. So my reason for this, very simple, I think some of you have already said it. I'm going to share it one more time. My opinion, the entry is much lower. All right. Number two, I think when it comes to duplicability. Okay.
Is that in the dictionary?
In terms of duplicability, I believe the 𝐿𝐵𝐴𝐷 is a lot easier because I've seen many people who have like gone what you call quiet on 𝐿𝐵𝐴𝐷. They're coming back again. In fact, I was on a chat with one lady, one 𝐿𝐵𝐴𝐷 distributor. I happened to see her message to me, and I replied, "Good morning." Then I asked her. Then she started talking about 𝐿𝐵𝐴𝐷. She said she and the sister was watching the training on Sunday afternoon, all right, which was the English one, and the sister also wanted to do the business. She also come back. And then not only that, the brother-in-law also wanted to do the business. Okay? So, I've sold in excess of quite a number of machines in my last 13 years. Group sales all in, okay? In fact,
How many total? We never knew about it. I mean, it's still a mystery.
I think as of last month, it crossed 300,000. Yeah, thank you. So it's not because of my effort alone, it's because of everybody's effort. Can you just help me with this? And I will also tell you why I hit 300,000. Would you like to know why? And how? Okay, I'll leave it to the end. Okay? For those of you who know the answer, just be quiet. Okay? To my next question. And those of you also in Zoom, if you know the answer, just be quiet. My question is this. Guess how many live demos I have done in my last 13 years? For those people in the Zoom, can you just type in the number of live demos that I've done for the Kangen water machine? Please take a guess. Type in. Okay? Take a guess, the people here in the room. Alex, guess how many live demos I've done? Huh? About 10, gosh. How about anyone else? Mala, do you know that? I've already sold 300,000 machines. How many live demos have I done? Somebody in a Zoom call, they say 1,000 more, 500, 100,000. Okay? Hey, 100,000, that means, wow, 100,000. Okay. But if you want to get 300,000, you don't mind doing 100,000 demo, right? Yeah. All right. Anyone else? Me? 100. It's actually less than that. Take another guess. 50? Less than 50. Another guess? 20? Less than 20. 11? Less than 11. 10? Less than 10. 7? Less than 7. 5? Less than 5. 2, you're right, Alex. I've done 2 in my entire Kangen career, live myself. The first one I did it in Johor Bahru, I remember. And the second one I did it, I can't remember, it's in somewhere in KL.
How many machines did you sell?
From the 2 demos, 0. But it's okay, right? Yeah. I don't have to do the demo. I get other people to do the demo. So when I first started, right? I was playing. You want to know how I got started? Or not? Yes. Of course, the first time I got my upline to come and help for 2 or 3 times only. Yeah. After that, I decided to, because my upline was from overseas. So he's not here all the time. I think he did about maybe 5 demos for me. I packed the room. After that, when he was no longer around, I had to be on my own. So what did I do? I must tell a joke. You all like to listen to jokes? Yes. Okay, this joke, okay, it's like this. So the very first live demo in the hotel setting, right? I told myself, I better learn, I better go and employ a videographer to come and do the recording. The video recorder came, after doing the recording, he came to me, hey Sam, hey, this business can do. So the videographer became a distributor. So what was my cost of acquisition? You know this, right? So my cost of acquisition for the videographer was 700 ringgit. And he became a distributor. And what happened to the recording? What happened to the recording he took? I never ever watched it. Yeah. Okay, now come back to 𝐿𝐻𝐞 again. So where was I? Yeah. So coming to doing demos, right? To be honest with you, for me, I found doing the Kangen demo a bit susah for me lah. So I didn't do it, and after 2 failed attempts, the confidence wasn't there. All right. But coming to 𝐿𝐻𝐞, all you do is what? All you do is tit. The demo was so easy to do. It is like what Jerry said, it is so duplicable. All right. And I remember when this demo was shown to me by David Chang, all right, and I so happened to bump into him, you know. So happened to bump into him in Faber Towers, and that was where his office was. So I asked him, hey, what do you do? He said, come to my office. I went to his office. He did. Wow, I said, I love this product. Then I asked him to come and show to my wife, because no point I talk, you won't get any sale one, right? Because you must have a demo. So I brought David to come to see her. She bought 3 machines on the spot. Cora, my ex-girlfriend just now who left. So, okay, now, so that is my reason for saying that the market is at least 5 times. And what's the reason again? Cost of entry and duplicability. All right? And okay, so let's move on. Okay. Now, Kangen distributors are coming back. Now, I want to share with you, there are 5 segments, there are 5 market segments for the Kangen, for the 𝐿𝐻𝐞 distributor. Can somebody twist the thing over the camera? Thank you. There are. Okay. So, for Kangen distributors especially, there are 5 market segments. Is it clear? I think you have to push it back. Is it bright enough? 5 market segments. Bring the camera closer if you can, Simon. 5 market segments for Kangen distributors. The first one are your active Kangen distributors. The second one are Kangen distributors who are now at standstill. Okay? The third is our Kangen machine owners who didn't start the business, at all. And the fourth one is our prospects who saw the demo but didn't buy for some reason. And then what is the fifth market? What do you think is the fifth segment?
Stranger.
The fifth market is new prospects who has never seen, who has not even seen the Kangen demo. Now let me ask the people in the Zoom. Out of these 5 segments, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is the biggest market segment?
5.
Zoom people, can you just type it into the chat box? Which is the biggest market segment out of this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Can we hear from you again? 5. So are you going to? So what are you going to do? People in the Zoom, what are you going to do now? But for the existing active distributors, right? You know what I'll do? I will tackle all. Because you want to leverage on your current team. It is important. You want to leverage on them. And you can wake up those people who are already asleep. Okay? Simon, can you push it back? All right. Okay, are you all getting value from this session so far? Yes. Okay, yes? Yes. All right. Okay, so now, my next question is this. And I would like to get everybody to write down my next question. How are you going to do your 𝐻𝐺𝐴T business differently this time? How are you going to do your 𝐻𝐺𝐴T business differently this time? People, someone in the Zoom, can you please help type out? How are you going to do the 𝐻𝐺𝐴T business differently this time compared to the Kangen business? All right? And I want you, each and every one of you, right, to take about 60 seconds to write down how are you going to do it differently this time. Okay? Take 60 seconds, write down how are you going to do it differently this time. And if I like your answer, I'll take you out for lunch. Did you hear my last bit? If I like your answer, I'll take you out for lunch today. And those people in the Zoom, if I like your answer, I'll take you out for lunch. How differently are you going to be doing the 𝐻𝐺𝐴T business now as compared to your Kangen business? Are you all ready? Still writing. How different are you going to be doing your 𝐻𝐺𝐴T business differently from Kangen? You got the answer written down? Wait. Are you all ready? Can I volunteer some of you? You got the answer written down? Yep. Who has got your answer written down? From a show of hands. Who has got your answer written down? Like that, put your hands up. I'll still volunteer those who haven't put up their hand. Okay, so let's hear from Anthony. How different are you going to be doing the 𝐻𝐺𝐴T business? Yvonne, don't go away, you're next.
Doing differently, we go all out massive action, we share with everyone. Because this is every home, they need this 𝐻𝐺𝐴T radiation-free environment. So we're going to talk to everyone. And every day, if for me, I will try to secure a common 5 to 10 appointments every day. And also, it's very good for seller for duplication, massive duplication.
Thank you. By the way, how long are you going to be doing all our massive action for 𝐻𝐺𝐴T?
For me, 6 months. Aroma is 3 months, but this time I'm going to wait 6 months actually. All
right. Yeah. Fantastic. I saw your hand putting up, Alex. How are you going to be doing this 𝐻𝐺𝐴T business differently? Okay.
1, visit my friends' offices, not home, offices, and demo for them. Because when you do one demo, the whole office people gets to know.
Fantastic.
And second, in my area that I live, visit my neighbors. Because every neighbor will at least have 4 to 5 people. More people will get to know.
Wow. Thank you. Okay, anyone else? Who put up their hand just now? Who didn't put up their hand? I'll be volunteering here. Yes, either one of you.
Okay, for me, I will do everything all over again. Put up at least a day. For my first priority is looking at
Wait, stop. I need to pass this thing to you.
So basically, I treat this business a new business all over again. So the first thing first, of course, we go through our own team to look for the seller. I mean, those that active one to continue to be more active, and then those that are not active also we go through. But my first priority is to look for seller first. Then after that, I will go for the buyer. So the buyer will be Alma and all this will be coming.
Thank you. Anyone on this side? You want?
Okay, you want.
Okay.
How would you do it differently this time?
Everyone is my reseller. Everyone is my distributor, because the duplication is so high, so easy. Because compared to Kangen, you need to do the demo seriously. Those who are shy, who cannot talk, I think it's a bit difficult. But this one, I think everyone, and the entry level is low. So we'll go all out massive action to look for seller. Yeah.
Can you please share with us what you mean by all out massive action?
Every day, everyday recruitment.
So what do you mean by all out massive action?
All out massive action means non-stop, go crazy.
Wow.
For at least 3 to 6 months. Yeah.
Fantastic. Would you like to share how you doing this differently?
First, I'm gonna all out massive action until the year ends, and what I'll do is I will get those people who I have talked to, who I know are business minded. It's just that they weren't in a position to buy Kangen machine. I'm very sure they'd be very interested to start the 𝐻𝐻𝐿 business, and pretty much just talk to everybody I see and get everybody around me to get involved as well. Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you. But before that, right? And let me just share something which came from this who's share. Everybody. When I say everybody, okay. You know, I know one guy. Who talks to everybody. This guy literally talks to everybody. Anyone who is within his 3 feet, he'll talk to them. Okay? And he'll talk to them, but of course he doesn't sell them the Kangen machine straight away lah. You want to know who this guy is? Take a guess. No, Bernard Chan. And that's how he got to know me. Yeah, I was at the lift lobby with him, right? He looked at me. Hey, hi, how are you? We were we were from the same company before, but we were strangers. But both of us was waiting at the lift lobby going downstairs. And he talked to me. Because this guy, when I'm with him, right, I find it very irritating, you know. And with him, when we travel, right, walk together, he'll talk to somebody along the way. People, to me, I find it very irritating because he's not giving me attention, huh? Right, but he converts a lot of the sales. He meets a lot of prospects away. All right. So now let's hear from Gary.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, for me, right, the first important thing is, right, activate back all your members. So when the teams work together, there is a power and leverage. Second thing, remember to write down all your lists. Sometimes you not remember, this person I want to see, that person I want to see, but you never write it down. After next week, then you forget. So always write it down, the list of names of friends that you want to meet up. And then with the teams of members, we activate together. There is so-called the power, as a team when you move together, right? Encourage one another. Especially when you say that, yeah, I made 1 sale, I made 2 sales, you encourage all your team members to work as a team. This is the most important one. It's your team member. Don't work alone. Work as a team. It's very important.
Thank you, Gary. And here we listen to, next is Alex.
Hi, everyone. So for me, after see the preview from this 𝐷 on the last month, so my thing for this is to all out massive action. So what I did was I list out all the lists, all those not only the prospect, the news prospect, but also from my list from all the distributors. Let's say you have a downline a lot. So the first I think I want to search is actually the, like what they say, seller. So once you get the seller, you will have more people to sell from you with this 𝐷. From the list itself, I also put up those existing who actually didn't buy from me from Kangen. I also show them. And of course, within the 6 months, I want to hit up to more family, not only for family, but also office as well. This is so easy because it's very easy, so easy to duplicate, right? Just you can show the people. That's what I did, from starting the preview until today. I found those who actually didn't do the Kangen because Kangen is so difficult. But when they come back, I feel a few people, they say start the 𝐷 business for me.
Thank you so much. Let's give a big hand to everybody. Okay, have you shared? No, I mean, Simon, have you shared? On this, yeah. Yes. Come. Okay. So how would you do your 𝐷 business differently now?
Okay, so obviously all out massive action because the market is big. But the key thing I'm going to do very differently for 𝐷 is that I'm going to create an online sales funnel for 𝐷 because this is a product that we can be selling online. And I did that before for Kangen, but because Kangen requires after sales, maintenance, a lot of things. So that is an obstacle for doing this online, not on e-commerce. I'm talking about creating a sales funnel online to draw in new people that would like to build a business online and offline. So this is a product that can easily share with somebody over Zoom, over a video, and it can give them the clarity as compared to just doing it live. So the clarity is pretty similar. So the main thing I will do differently is I'll be bringing my business online as well. Yeah, with the 𝐷 compared to Kangen.
Thank you. Let's give Simon a big hand too. Can you adjust for me? Okay, great. Are you getting value from all the sharing? Yes. Yeah? Can we give them a big hand? So for the Zoom people, if you got value from all this sharing from various distributors, please acknowledge them, all right? The other thing is this, I would also like the Zoom people, right? Type in, how would you do the 𝐷 differently as compared to the Kangen business? Type it in, because when you write something down, right, it is embedded in you, okay? Now, the next thing I want to do is this. My question is this. How much will you be making? Write it down. How much will I be making from the 𝐷 business in the next 1 year? How much will I be making from the 𝐷 business in the next 1 year? And those people in the Zoom as well, type it in. Write it down in your notebook. How much will I be making? Answer. Write down your answer after the question. Written down your answer? Just on 𝐷 alone? Egbert, have you written down your answer? Not yet, okay. Gary, have you written down your answer? Okay. To the question, Mala? Rachel? May? Mr. Chia, have you written down your answer? How much you'll be making? Okay. Cindy Tung and this lady here, may I know your name? Feeling. Have you written down your answer? How much? Write it down. Write it down. How much you'll be making from the 𝐷 business? All right. And can we hear from some of you who would like to volunteer? From a show of hands. Okay, Gary.
Yeah, between this year, I'll be making 500,000.
From 𝐿𝐻𝐿, 5,000. All right. Who else? Who else would like to share? Okay, Edward.
Making 300,000.
300,000. Okay, who else? Simon.
Just on 𝐻𝐿 alone, extra 250,000.
Okay. Fine. Anyone else? Eunice, have you done your answer? Okay, 100,000. Okay. How about you, Alex? 300,000. Mr. Chia? 50,000. Okay, Rachel? 100,000. Mala? 50,000. Yvonne? 300,000. Really? How much? 10,000. 10. It's blue. It's blue. I think we need to have a talk. Cindy? 300,000. Same. Me? 300,000. All right. Now, I want to say something to you people. Listen up, those people in the Zoom call, have you typed in how much money you'll be making from 𝐻𝐿 business? I want you to, whatever amount that you have, right, get to your piece of paper now, you double it. Double it. Double the amount. Double the amount. Have you doubled the amount, Mr. Chia? So, Mr. Chia, now your figure is 100,000. And Wheeling, your figure now is 20,000. And yours is now 1 million. And yours is now 600,000. And yours is now 600,000. Yours is now 500,000. Mala, how much is it now? 50,000. How about you? How about you, May? 600,000. 600,000. Eunice? 200,000. Have you written down? Are you ready for the next move? Double it again. Double it again. Those people in the Zoom, whatever you written down just now, you double it. Once it's doubled, you double again. So how much is your figure now? Gary? 2 million. Cindy? 1.2. Wheeling? 40 already, Mr. Chia? 400,000. Yvonne? 1.2 million. 1.2. Simon? 1.2. Rachel? 400,000. Mala? 400K. 1.2. 1.2 now. I want you to tell your mind. I want you to tell your mind. Say to your mind now. Get out of your mind. Get out of my mind. Everybody say it out loud. Get out of my mind. Because the only person who stops you is yourself. Okay? You have to dream big. You have to dream big. You know, there's always a lot of doubt and uncertainty, but don't set a goal too low for yourself. So let me just share with you why I got to 300,000. Interested to know? Yes. Because of my dreams, of my vision. I remember back 12 years ago, I was around my 3rd month in the 𝐾 business. I said to a few friends on the table with me having a coffee, right? I told them I wanted to be the biggest distributor in the world. And as I said it, I was like, hey, first time, what are you talking about? Even myself, I was scared. Was I bullshitting myself? But that led me to achieve my 300,000 today. So you have to be, you say, okay, if you set your goal, Mr. Chia, to be 50,000, you will only be working towards 50,000. But if you set your goal to be 200,000, you'll be working towards it. I want to quote a friend of mine, Jerome Tan. Some of you may have heard of his name. Jerome Tan from Singapore. Who knows of Jerome Tan? Okay, one person. Okay. I've known him for the past 25 years. And he told me he wants to be a billionaire. Inside, I was laughing at him. Then later on, he said, if he doesn't hit a billion, he hit 10% or even 1%. Good or not? Good. But at least you have the goal, see? You go for it. The idea is you go for it. You aim for the stars. You hit the moon. But do you know something? I said, what did I say? No. What did I say about the moon and the stars? You aim for the stars, you land on the moon. But what if you aim for the moon, you land on the stars? Hello? Yes. So, Mr. Chia, you aim for 200,000. What if you hit beyond that? Yeah. Billing, you aim for 40,000. What if you hit 100,000? So you guys, you really have to dream big. You know, Richard Branson, the owner of Virgin Airlines, he says, if your dream do not scare you, your dreams are too small. I'm going to say that again. If your dreams do not scare you, your dreams, they are too small. So those of you who have got your goal, how much you'll be making in the next 1 year written down, you 4 times it, work on it, believe in it, okay? And the last thing I want to ask is this. What is your greatest asset? Write it down. What is your greatest asset that you have? People in the Zoom, what is the greatest asset that you have? Sorry, I want to backtrack a bit. I want to backtrack a bit just now to, you have made it 4 times your income. How does it feel if you achieve that? In your mind, how do you feel today? How do you feel today if you can achieve that? Can we get to hear from you? You put up your hand, right? Oh, you didn't? Just scratching. How do you feel now if you honestly believe that is what's going to happen, Yvonne?
Yeah. Happy, fulfilling.
Now my question is this:
What?
Not how you feel when you get to your goal. How do you feel now?
Now.
If you feel that you can achieve that.
Excited.
Excited, right?
I can't sleep.
Can't sleep. Exactly. All right. And when you're excited, you also be working harder. How do you feel? If you truly believe that you can achieve your goal?
Yeah, I will buy Samsia a lunch now. I will be very, very happy.
No. How do you feel now?
Excited. Definitely, it's an achievable target. You see, now, as long as you put out yourself from what you think you can only do, right? And somebody should impart you. Actually, hey, you can do more. Sam believe in us, so we should believe in ourselves. We can achieve it. I'm very sure I will achieve it.
Thank you for your lunch invitation. I'll join you. Anyone else? How do you feel now? How do you feel now if you truly believe of your goal? How much? 400K. How do you feel? How do you feel now?
Excited and fearless.
Excited and fearless. When you're excited and fearless, how do you do things differently?
How do I do things differently?
No fear.
No fear.
Yeah. Can you pass it back to the person? Can we hear from you, Mr. Chia? Last, you believe that you can achieve that. If you believe that you can achieve, how do you feel?
I feel life is great.
Yeah. More enthusiasm.
Yeah, life is great. More energy.
How about the lady next to you? How much is your income you're thinking of? 4 times, how much is your income?
4 million.
4 million! Okay, if you 4 million in the next 1 year, let's say you don't achieve in the next 1 year, achieve in the next 5 years, okay, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, right? How do you feel now? Today, not then, not when you achieve the form. How do you feel today?
I feel limitless amount of gratefulness. I feel free. That's the word, free.
Thank you. Freedom. Okay, over to you, Cynthia.
I'm bursting with energy already. I don't know what's the words to say, but it's exciting, it's super exciting, and it's like you feel you've got the energy to just go all the way out. Okay.
Yeah, of course, because suddenly like somebody say, I'm going to pay you 1.6 million end of the year. Suddenly you think, oh, what I'm going to do with the money? Definitely you're so excited, no, cannot sleep.
How do you feel now? Do you feel that how much of your amount about 2 million?
1.2.
How do you feel today? If you truly believe that you can make 1.2 million from that?
I would say that I would have thought of a bigger figure.
Oh yes. Fantastic. Thank you so much. Have you shared?
So mine is actually 1.2 million. If I got it in the 1 year, I'll feel very excited. I'll feel so happy and like walk over the moon. So this is my dream come true. I will spend a lot of money to travel, relax, feel energy. This is what I get, when I got the 1.2 million.
What if you believe it now? How do you feel today? What if you believe today?
What I believe in today, I'll feel super excited.
Okay, thank you. How about you, Mala? How do you feel today if you can achieve that? How do you, if you know that?
I'll be very happy.
Yeah.
Very, very, very happy.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, I will be very excited and I will be very proud of myself because I don't give up to achieve my dreams. Yes.
All right, Edward. The question is, how do you feel today if you truly believe that will happen?
When I make that 1.2 million,
No,
today.
You truly believe that you can achieve it.
I got no words to say. Shock. Just damn shock, Sam.
How I feel today? I would say more than feel is like, when I look at the figure, I will not waste any single minute of time. It's too precious. So basically, I will stop wasting any minute of time and just go out and get that 1 million. My figure is 1 million ringgit. Yeah.
I think I will feel free from everything. No need to think anything. Just enjoy my life. Now. Because if I can achieve it in the next 1 year, everything is free for me from the debts, the housing loan, whatever. So I will no more worries. No more worries for me. So happy.
Thank you. Okay. Those people in the Zoom, write down, type in the chat box, how you feel now. If you truly believe that you can achieve the amount which is 4 times of what you have originally written. Let me share with you my experience. All right. I used to be a person who was very negative. Very negative. I used to play the game of life to avoid losing. There are 2 ways to play the game of life. How many ways?
2 ways.
People in the Zoom type in, how many ways are there to play the game of life? The first way is to play the game of life in order to win. The other way of playing the game of life is to play to avoid losing. Can you relate to what I'm saying, people? I used to be a golfer. Who here plays golf? People in the Zoom? So, okay, if you don't play golf, you can't understand. When I'm on the tee box and there's a water pond in front, I don't look at the green, I look at the water pond. And my ball will always get into the water pond. That's because that's where my focus was. I said, don't go in there, don't go in there. And when I in all aspects of my life. When I played sports, play badminton, don't lose it, don't lose the game. Okay? And I was so bad in playing my sports. Then later on in life, after attending a lot of personal development seminars, because this thing, my parents never taught me. This kind of habitual habits, and I never got to read the Bible. Haven't even read the Bible today. One day I will. Okay. So later on, I learned to play the game of life, to win, and that changed everything. So to all of you, everybody, you must play the game of life in order to win. Have the mindset that, have the belief that you can achieve that. Because it is exciting, it drives you. All right? So so what's the figure? 1.2. Let's say you don't achieve 1.2, you achieve half of it, are you okay with it? Or even if you don't achieve 1.2, you achieve 1/4 of it, are you happy? Not happy now. Okay, now, let's go back to my earlier question, which I sort of stopped because I rewind a bit. What is your greatest asset? Let's hear from you. What is the greatest asset that you have? People in the Zoom, type it down. What is the greatest asset that you have? Anyone?
My dream.
Yes.
Vision.
Vision. Anyone else? Mindset. Okay, good. Your dream. Ada lagi tak? Did anyone type anything in the chat box?
Vision, health, skill, mindset, like consistency, big dreams.
Let me share with you what drove me to where I am financially. It was my vision. So I read a quote somewhere, and I love the quote. Actually, it's in my status of my WhatsApp. It says that, can somebody go into my WhatsApp and read out what is the status? What is my status?
Your vision of who or where you want to be is the greatest asset you have.
Your vision of who or where you want to be is your greatest asset you have. More than whatever assets you have currently. I mean, other than your family and God, of course. Everybody, can we all just recite this together? All right? 1, 2. Your vision of who you are. Why? Why?
How far can you see? How far can you go?
It's because if it is to be,
It is up to me.
gives you meaning.
Gives you meaning? It's up to be. If it is to be, it's up to me. Why? Why is this? In the first place, do you agree with the statement or not? Who agrees with the statement? Say, from show of hands, say aye.
Aye.
So why is that statement so important?
Without action, you have no way. You don't know which is your direction.
Exactly. Because you know where you're going. You know where you're going. I have a quote in my screensaver. It says, I'll share with you, I'll send it to you by WhatsApp, okay? So where I got to where I am was my vision. My vision was to be the biggest distributor in the world. And because of that, I had to venture out of Malaysia. I went to Singapore, I went to Philippines, I went to India, Dubai, everything. So that's my vision. I think for 𝐿𝐴𝐻, I think I've achieved it. I now have a bigger vision. And it's so exciting. Okay? Buy me lunch and I'll tell you about lunch. So with that, thank you so much for your participation. Thank you to those people in the Zoom audience. Pass it back to you, Simon.
Okay, can we give Sam another big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? On Zoom. So type 1 on Zoom if you've gotten value. Let me ask everybody here, did you guys get tremendous value from Sam sharing? Can I just shout it out? What was the biggest takeaway from the last 1 hour of sharing? Just shout it out. Anybody raise your hand and just shout it out.
Dream big.
Vision, dream big, don't believe in it. Yvonne? Go all out. Anybody else in the Zoom? Get out of your mind. I think I'm one of those people. We let our mind restrict ourselves, right? We can do so many things. But we always, something is just holding us back. Maybe we call it the shackles, right? The shackles. And playing, I think what I've gotten, the biggest takeaway was playing the game of life not to lose. I cannot speak for you guys, but I believe I'm one of those people for a very long time. Just do enough not to lose was wow. So that hit me a lot. But I believe all of us here, how are we going to play the game of life? To win, right? I think that's more inspiring. That gives us a much better energy to help ourselves and help the people around us. All right. So for those of you on Zoom, thank you so much for attending. How many people is on Zoom, by the way? 123 people. Wow. So there's about 123 people on Zoom and then about 20 of us here in the Malaysian office. So later at 2:30 p.m., we will be having an 𝐷 presentation at 2:30 p.m. in the office. So if you have people coming for the 𝐷 presentation, please make sure, tell them at 2 o'clock so they will be a little bit late so that we will start at 2:30 p.m. sharp. That is the schedule. The 𝐷 presentation and also the business plan will be starting at 2:30. Yeah, today in the Enagic office. So anything else? On the same Zoom link. So yeah, so for those of you guys, okay, you look at Malaysian time, just go and do your conversion. Malaysian time, 2:30 p.m. Yeah, maybe Ming can also help me to type it out. 2:30 p.m. Malaysian time. The Zoom link, use the exact Zoom link. We're having the 𝐷 demo. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming to this meeting. We will see you next week. And this will be a recurring Wednesday meeting. And this is a fantastic place for you to invite your team members, new team members, older team members to come on, to enjoy this amazing environment, to learn from the speakers. Yes, Sam, something from you?
Thank you, Simon. Everybody in the Zoom audience, I highly encourage you to come into the weekly meeting in Enagic office. Why? Because when you're here, right, you're more attentive. You also get to participate. And also, you see, when you're in the Zoom, you're alone. When you're here, you're very focused. And also, you get to see people of the same mindset. And that is very, very important. You'll be encouraged by everybody here. So I highly encourage, come here and come here to the Enagic office. So with that, and of course, last thing, the last but not least, let's give a big hand to Simon, our host today. All right. So we'll see you back at 2:30 today.
Okay, thank you very much. All right, guys.